I wouldn't be doing that if I were him, personally.
Not versus Federico.
No, when you have this many chips and he has this many chips and the other guys have that few chips, I would be playing very slowly and very passively against him. That's just
He doesn't have that many chips anymore.
Who?
Nikolai.
I'm pretty sure they're both comfortably first and second.
I mean, they are, but
Far
their chip stacks are just not what they quite were.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The blinds have gone up a few times.
I would personally just be limping.
2 million.
Nikolai will raise to
Small
2
I guess he
million.
is.
Federico in the small blind.
I guess they both have
folds,
over
and
40 million
Joseph
still.
as well. Nikolai will win.
Wow. Joe folds the ace-5, playing 7 big blinds. Little does he know it's a great fold, but
Pretty surprising. I mean, Joe was mixing it up earlier with, not mixing it up, but he was pushing small edges.
he was not looking to fold aces like an ace in his
Exactly,
hand. And
exactly.
Stuff like that,
I'd like to address this question from Jess Guy. He says, yeah, come on, why do all poker players dress like bums? Aren't they millionaires? I think that's part of the appeal of poker. So you can dress however you want. It's not like a regular job, you know. If people wanted to dress
Sure.
up, if they wanted to wear a tie, if they wanted to look sharp all the time, they go get a real job. I don't think many poker players make much more money than someone does, like busting their ass at a regular job. Like, you know, if you're like a taxi driver, bust your ass, you can clear 100 grand a year. Like, and I think most poker players are pretty lucky to make that. So they're mostly doing it for the freedom, and one of those freedoms is dressing how you want.
Also, to the second part of that, most poker players are certainly not millionaires.
Yes, and also I think once you start thinking, like anyone who thinks that there's a way millionaires look or should look, like doesn't know enough millionaires, so to speak. Like, that's not, most of the guys you see like flaunting nice watch, big suits, like the watch is probably fake, the suit is probably fake. Like, people who really have money don't show it, they just have money.
Not always, right?
Not always, not always.
And we have an all-in and a call here.
Oh, there's poker being played.
Nikolai is open and Joseph has pushed with the queen jack. And we're just going to have a race for Joseph's tournament life.
This is heads up.
Like
versus
sick-ass rims
ten
versus a
left.
sweet-ass spoiler.
Boots to the flop.
One of these two hands has a slight mathematical advantage.
King of hearts.
Oh, baby.
7 of diamonds.
Pretty much the
10
best
of
flop you can hope for,
hearts.
other than a
Joe
queen or
has
jack if
flunked
you're
an
Joe.
up and down straight
Added a
draw.
ton of outs to
Your
go with his
ace
overcards.
still in the lead.
So it's nice when you can
Our
basically
turn
turn someone
is-
dead many different ways, such as
Ace
And the
of
ace will turn him
clubs,
dead.
and he has turned the nut straight.
very understated celebration, a little fist,
And
Michael
a
Jordan,
10 on
Tiger
the
Woods fist
river.
bump.
Nodding.
He's been
He's
like that.
Yeah, he's stoic for sure.
Keep it coming.
Got a little Lucky Chewy thing going on.
Someone mentioned that earlier in, I think, chat.
I mean, not really at all, but kind of.
Yeah. It's the
You
shaggy hair and beard.
know. Yeah.
And, yeah,
God, I have a funny Lucky Chewy story.
Jess Guy said, I
that's on air.
misunderstood
It's
what
great.
live earnings meant. And that's a common misunderstanding, that live earnings is simply the total amount someone has cashed for, and it does not factor in
That
the
is
amount
not
they
live profit.
spent. Exactly. You know, it's like looking at the total revenue of a business. You know, it doesn't mean they made all that money. They could have spent quite a bit more than that.
The movie Tomorrowland made something like $70 million. It also lost something like $70 million.
Yeah. People just see large numbers and assume everyone has that in their bank account or sitting at home in cash or whatever, and that's, like I said, simply just not the case.
The other thing people forget is that old thing called taxes.
Yeah, of course.
You want to be a millionaire, you need to win $2 million.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Not, you know, obviously there's certain ways to not pay as many taxes, but in general, you need to make double what you want to have. So when you're talking big money like
All
that.
in.
Very
Sirius
standard
has
shove
a
by
call
Sirius.
in against Nikolai's big blind.
Facial expressions look like it's going to get through. As I said, the live read class is
Nikolai will
running.
lay his hand
full time.
down, and Sirius will win the big blind. And
He takes one
opens.
down.
And our button will move. Sirius on the button. Small blind Nikolai, big blind Federico.
Nikolai, it's weird because on one hand he seems kind of not overtaken by the situation, but he seems like he understands the situation and is like not. I wouldn't go so far as to say pressured by it, but like you can see in his face, kind of he's like a little stressed. But he seems to be playing pretty well. It's not getting the best of him as far as strategy.
He's looked stressed from the start.
Yeah.
You know, just right like I said before he started the final table, throughout the final table, there was a brief moment 5 or 6 handed where he seemed to loosen up a bit, at least be smiling and stuff. But he definitely looks a little out of his element here and nervous in this spot.
I also now think that I've seen him a bunch of times. I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure I'm just not recognizing him, and he's super familiar.
He plays. I think he plays around here.
But I can't tell if I'm just recognizing him because of today.
Sure.
Like I'm recognizing him from 4 hours ago.
One of those. I've seen that guy before. Oh, yeah,
Right.
10 minutes ago when I saw that guy.
And
Yeah, Joe's not getting away
he's
from
gonna
this.
move in, I would
He's going
imagine.
to at least
Yeah,
raise.
that is.
He shouldn't be getting away from it.
No, and I think it's not that bad of a hand to shove here. It's no, he raises
Which is not surprising. He's been doing this all day off
Yeah.
of short stacks.
for sure.
Oh, wow. Well, Sirius is.
All in.
All in.
This is a bad spot for Joe. He is
I
not-
don't know if he's going to get away from this.
He's not going to fold. I just don't see how he raises on such a short stack.
One of the issues here is that Sirius just hasn't been, like, really shoving here a lot. But, I mean, for 6 million more,
Oh,
I don't know if he
his
can
range
fold.
his range is super strong.
Yeah.
But you're getting a great price, and you have I mean, considering the guy's got caught raising 5-8 offsuit, he's been playing a lot of hands. Like he has ace 10. It's like it's a really good hand for his opening range. It'd be hard to fold.
Plus, you're just going to be in good situations where Sirius is going to have 2 7s, 2 8s, king, queen, and that type of stuff.
Yeah, if you know he has king, queen, or 7s, this is just a disastrous fold if you make it.
I know you think I did that light. Just wondering about what his perceived image is. Kind of what you guys were just talking about.
And a
Call, turn him up.
Makes
This
the
is-
call. He is dominated.
And Sirius has
One
ace
of
of
one of the
clubs.
toughest spots in poker
queen
where you
of
know that you
spades.
have better
Joe
hand than you
shows
should.
Ace of spades.
But even the hand
Still
you
not
have
good enough.
is
Still
not
not
going to
good
be
enough
good
now.
very often.
So
And that's the
close,
thing,
and
you
But
know,
it could be.
this time
I talk so much to
only
other
3
players who
million.
are, oh, I did this because
Separating
I
them.
was
We're gonna see
playing
a
aggressively,
flop.
and this player saw me play aggressively, and it doesn't matter if this guy's still only going all in with certain hands.
Right.
Flop is
Well, Joe's going to need a 10. Queen in the window is not going to be a good start for
nine
him.
of spades, deuce of clubs.
Sirius is actually the
Sirius
one who's at
has
risk here.
flopped a pair of queens.
But you know, we're splitting hairs.
They're very,
Joe
very.
looks like he'll need runner, tens
very
or
similar
a
stacks.
to draw to a
Yeah,
straight.
Joseph is
Our
virtually
turn
out.
is
There
a
it goes.
5 of clubs.
He's drawn dead.
That's
Usually
not
I'd
gonna
say,
do it.
you know,
One more
splitting hairs, no
card.
difference. Joe's out here, but
The
like
jack
one
of
big
hearts
blind to
almost
him.
One big one to him
right.
is the
Yeah.
world.
Holy
Seriously.
smokes.
It's not over.
If he's got more than one big blind left, that's more than he started this final table with, and he's guaranteed at least 4th place.
I mean, he one day, like when the this is obviously I shouldn't be saying this. Assuming he busts, he has one big one. He may not. I hope he runs it up. One day, if he comes in 4th, it may take a day, it may take 2 days, it may take a week. He'll look back and just start laughing and be
Sure,
so happy.
sure.
I mean, he shouldn't have been in the money. He shouldn't have been at the final table. He shouldn't have ran it up. Not because he's not good. Just when you have one or two or three big blinds, that's what's supposed to happen. So this is amazing for everything. This is like the definition of gravy for him.
Fun's good.
Sirius is a pretty happy camper. Came back
He
from
was
break with 5
fairly
big
close.
blinds.
Yeah, fairly close to being eliminated.
I mean, I thought he was handsome before, but now when he gets that smile out, he's just dashing.
And he was drawing a 3 kings on the river. He
This is
was
true.
like almost out for real.
One card away from elimination. Now he's looking to pay jump.
Much like Joe, who found that ace on the river against Will. It's nothing wrong with getting a little lucky.
So what's Joe exactly left with here? Do we know?
We don't, but I don't think he's folding his big blind. I think it's that short. I think he's just going to
Yeah,
fold
I
no
think
matter
it's
what
I think
2
it's very
cards
close.
Serious faults.
2 million.
he has. You're right. Nikolai only has about 20 million. 22 million.
And Joe puts it in, I think,
Oh.
without looking, but he's got a really good hand.
Wow.
Yeah, 2 million.
Yeah, I mean, if him folding any hand
Joe
there.
does show king of spades, queen of clubs. Nikolai has ace of clubs, 8 of diamonds. The ace is in
What
the
are we
lead
feeling?
at this time.
I mean, the
This is
guy
Joe's tournament
has
night.
done the
We're gonna see a
unthinkable
flop.
multiple
This is true.
times.
Our flop is 8
That's a
of
pretty good
clubs,
flop for him.
9 of clubs, jack
He's got
of
some
spades,
options.
So close to a straight. But
Get rid of
Nikolai
that 8.
has
It's a great
flopped
flop for him.
A pair of 8s. Our turn card is A 4 of spades, no
Not a
help.
great turn card, but
Eight's still in
doesn't
the lead.
hurt
We're
him.
going to see the last card now.
King, queen, or a 10 for Joe. Otherwise, Nikolai will win this one.
It is a 6 of
Man, I
hearts,
tell you what,
and
man,
Joe
it was a
is
great run for this
eliminated
kid.
It was a
in fourth
phenomenal run.
place.
Started off with one big
Congratulations.
blind, won the first 4 hands, quadrupled up the first hand, doubled up from that the second half, won the blinds and antes, I believe, the next 2 hands after that. Should have finished in 10th place, ends up finishing in 4th place. That's just stellar. That's fantastic.
He literally made
$90,000. No,
more. It was literally
99.
100,000. Yeah, it was 15 versus
Holy.
116. Definitely, you know, talk about above expectation finishes for coming in with one big blind. That blows him out of the water. He put
Yeah.
himself in a spot to actually win this tournament.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and the sick part is, after all is said and done, he really, he just like lost a race or two to
Yeah.
lose, right? Yeah, he did nothing wrong, really. It's quite unfortunate.
Joe Silva, $115,000. By the way, that 529, that was his buy-in.
Right.
Yep.
That was the buy-in right there. That 114, more or less, is pure profit for this kid.
So with 3 left, fairly similar stacks here. Will be interesting to see how play unfolds. Again, if anyone takes that aggressive lead that, you know, we talked about.
Guys, while you're doing this,
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Borgata Poker Open $2 million guaranteed final table. 3-handed play will begin, actually.
Fired up.
Michael Gagliano with Joe Stapleton and Asher Kniff.
Hello, my babies.
You're just joining us. 3-handed, Nikolai came into the final table as a chip leader. He's now in 2nd place. Right there with the glasses is Federico. He's our current chip leader.
And everyone is guaranteed $140,000, so I would expect them to get to work.
Although, with that being said, they're still playing for, you know, second is 211 and first is 325. Definitely could still see a little bit of folding. I mean, just folding your way up and winning an extra $90,000 here is not that bad.
So it looks like we had a dead small blind from when Joe busted. So Sirius was the big blind. They went raise call from Nikolai and Federico, and then Sirius shoved the big blind. And they both folded. And he pretty much wins 40–50% of his stack right there.
Huh.
Not too shabby.
I think he pulled himself fairly close to even with Nikolai now.
Yes. Wow. He has had crumbs all day. It's so weird seeing him with all those chips.
He really has not had a lot of chips.
He's had no chips all day. It's very much a testament to him. He's been surviving. You don't have $2 million in cashes by accident.
No, absolutely not. He's up to, what is he, up to 26 or so?
Looks like a little less, but maybe.
I can't see the other side of his stack.
Stacks are 20s.
I can't see anything but that beautiful trophy.
That's what they're playing for.
I want to lick
Plus
it.
the
You
money.
think if I went out there, they'd let me put my mouth on it?
I think you could get away with it.
As long as you don't phrase it like, hey, can I put my mouth on that? I think you have a shot.
I have to ask permission first, like no means no. Is it okay if I put my mouth on you? Didn't say no.
I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
Looks like we're going to see
A domination situation.
Domination. I feel like that's a song waiting to happen. I don't know.
That's
Let's go. You
That's
gotta
a
write it.
great idea.
No?
Domination, what is it?
Situation.
Oh, is there Domination Nation? Isn't that something?
I say domination nation,
Sounds good.
but it's one of those things that people are real sick of hearing
Ah.
at this
Oh,
point.
baby.
I see.
We're about to see some.
And Nikolai with 7s, and this is an interesting situation. I wonder if he's going to squeeze here or if he's just going to call and see a flop. At this stack depth, I could see anything from, I mean, I don't think he can just go all in. He does go all in. Okay, I guess he can.
go all in.
Next time we'll try to have a poker player
I mean,
here who
you
knows
know
what
what?
he's talking about.
You know what?
Yeah.
He only has 25 million, and with the big blind of $1 million, I don't think this is outrageous at all. Actually,
Totally fine,
So
especially
you weren't
the guy
saying he
made
wasn't allowed to go
I was-
all in. I misunderstood that
I was
that was
thinking-
not an option for him.
I was thinking he was a little deeper. I didn't realize he only had 25.
Also,
I thought he was still around 30. or
Federico
so.
3x. He made $3 million, which
Yeah,
gives
so
him
there's a
all the
lot
more
in there.
reason to shove here.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, man, the blinds are 500,000.
Yeah, the blinds have gone up.
1,000.
Oh, it's 1,000 thousandths.
Also known as
play.
1 million.
Listen, we don't have M's in our
I
in our
won't
budget.
million
Only Ks.
big blind.
Federico taking a lot longer than you'd think.
I mean, there's just no way he can fold this
He's
hand.
never fold. I would be floored.
He's waiting for John Andre to get in from the parking lot.
I'll leave. I will do. They can do the rest of it. 2 people if he folds.
Actually, one time I said if a guy got away from his hand, I would take off my shirt and run around the building, and he did.
And did you?
And I did. I'm a man of my word.
Real man.
So here we see stack sizes. Federico does not have many more chips in this. He's going to be severely crippled if he loses, and this is why, you know, this is such a close situation and tough decision for him. Even though it appears his hand is so strong, he's really, this is it, man. You lose this.
I could be wrong here.
90,000.
I thought he was just Hollywooding. I thought he was never folding for half a second.
He does move. He does actually make the call. He's basically all in. I mean, Sirius is less. I can't imagine Sirius finds a call. He does.
He says he calls.
Sirius also
We are going.
This is
to
three
go
ways?
This is 3 ways.
This is nuts.
This is it. If Federico wins, he wins the tournament.
Well, boom, bam. This is for everything.
Ace of diamonds.
Who will be the?
He
well,
does need to improve. Nikolai is in phenomenal shape here to triple up and basically win the tournament. Nikolai, if he wins this, he'll be heads up
Sirius
with
might
all
as-
the chips minus 5 million.
This pot is for millions of Blemfarks.
Sirius might as well
King 10-8 is
pack up and head out.
Yeah,
at
this is not a good
point.
situation for Sirius. He's quite drawing slim here.
He needs a 9, real bad.
Queen on the turn
Bam.
for Federico.
Oh,
And
man.
he's got everyone covered, right?
That's
He
it.
is the-
One
he
out.
is the
There's
big
one out,
stack.
otherwise this tournament's over.
5 outs.
Okay, there's some chop outs.
That ain't
not-
one
6
of
of
them.
diamonds, isn't it? And
that
just
it?
like
It's
that,
over?
that's it. Just like that, it's over. Federico's the winner. It seems like he's the only one that realizes
And
it.
he high-fives John Andre to put the
That is John Andre, isn't
icing
it?
on the
It's got to
cake.
be. I hope
That's
so.
got to be John Andre. That's
No,
not John
that's not
Andre.
John
Andre. Not John
Confirmed,
Andre.
not John Andre.
Well, this tournament is ruined.
Wow, and who would have thought it would end like that? We got a 3-way all-in.
So
Federico
because of
turns
how
the
it
coin.
went down there with the stacks, Federico wins. Nikolai finishes second.
Nikolai will finish
Yes.
second because he had more chips to start the hand.
Well, yeah.
That is correct.
I was about to ask a fishy question.
And then Sirius will get third based on, again, he had fewer chips than Nikolai. If both players had the same exact chip stack, they would chop the prizes.
second and third.
Wait, what does it not
together.
matter between second? This is a fishing question. Does it not matter between second and third who has the better hand?
No, it does not
Okay.
matter at all.
Yeah, I don't know how I don't know that. but
That's-
I don't
that's,
know that.
Because you've only ever won.
Poker-
That's why.
Poker professional
Doesn't
right here. So that will be it. Congratulations to all the players. Again, Sirius will finish in third for 139,000, and Nikolai will get second for 211. And our champion today is Mr. Federico, $322,000.
That's a lot of quiche.
Oh, and why does Will the blogger get to shake all their hands first like he's somebody?
He's always butting in, trying to be the center of
To
attention.
be fair, if I can get this in really quick, I remember I was really upset with you for keeping Will the blogger's phone charger.
Yeah, yeah.
Having met him and interacted with him,
I was
totally
spot
fine
on.
with it.
I was spot
Totally
on.
fine with
I was
it.
spot on.
This is why Ash has all the good reads.
well done.
He's a live
No,
pro.
Hey, the
I
leave-
wish you could go out and take more things from him, honestly.
The best.
I can
the best.
actually. I probably could. I'm gonna try.
Let's all. You know what? Let's all go mug Will right now. Let's do it.
Big shout outs to
Look at that,
Kelly,
he's got
the
a nice
floor
camera.
woman. Rode through the whole final table, did most of the announcing. She
That's
was
right.
awesome and was a great addition to the Borgata.
They do a great job just in general here at the Borgata.
Yes.
Be sure to stop by. Plenty more tournaments in this series. Next week on the 17th, will be another live streamed final table.
And if you want to make one of those final tables or play any of the live events here, one of the best places to do so would be on BorgataPoker.com. All sorts of satellites running every day. Yeah, go play. Make an account. Should be great. A lot of seats being given away.
So to get our winner's shot of Federico here, and that will do it for us. Thank you guys for tuning in. Congratulations to all the players here at the final table. And we're going to bounce down. I'm going to bounce down to myself.
Since I'm literally the only person who's not on camera right now, I'm going to take us out of here. From Mike Gagliano and Asher Kniff, this is Joe Stapleton saying, smell you later.
Later.
Thanks, guys.
Woo! Did you want to do it here with the chips and stuff?
Whatever.
And use this camera here?
Whatever you.
Yeah, perfect. Let's do that. Yep.
Congratulations.
You can see all of them except for the ace.
Are we good or? Yeah, you're just. Can they? Thing, yeah, just does he have to? Okay. Okay, good to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, I'm here with Federico, the winner. Congratulations. It was a tough final table. You know, like I said, a lot of battling, 5-handed, 6-handed. You seem to stay patient, pick your spots. So how does it feel?
It's amazing. No, words don't really describe it. It's kind of surreal. It didn't really hit me yet.
Is this, you know, obviously you come into this final table wanting to win. Did you have goals where you say, I'm going to try to get 5th and then go from there? Or were you just kind of saying, I'm going to win from the start?
It was like 3 parts. You know, let's make day 2, then let's make the final table, and then let's win it. And that's what happened. I want to give a shout out to Bay Ridge. They're all watching me back home, hometown. Woo! Yo!
Lots of supporters coming out now. I'm sure going to have a good night tonight. You seem to really, pick your spots well. Final table, you made one flop raise versus Jessica with absolutely nothing. What went into something like that? Was that just a spot in the moment where you said, I sense weakness, or was that a premeditated, like you knew you were going to make a move soon?
It was just a timing thing. I think I felt a little weakness, so, you can't give all my secrets away. But yeah.
Well, I think some people are going to be watching that live stream trying to find your secrets now after this win. Great job. Congratulations again.
Thanks. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. This is great.